was wrong with them, or whatever they decided was too unforgivable for God to have done to them. You know, like the very top of the occult, they give freely to sin to start out. So once they're in it for life usually, and they serve it because they know they're gonna get punished, but they don't care. They want to tell God what to do, so they want to create things like butt parasites and weird stuff that I've seen, like in Ragnarok and stuff. The idea of evil as a butt parasite, it's pretty weird. So they want to be able to create the ultimate destructive force in the universe to consume the entire universe, just like they feel they were wronged. They want to wrong the universe and other weird things, or be a nothing. They want to go into the nullis. So I often let souls experience, and I know other spirit walkers do, the nullis when they're dead, when they finally die, or even before that if they can handle it. It's the idea of it being non-existent as close as possible in different ways, and most of them start screaming. Their soul starts to scream because there's so much sin in their heart, and they can't handle it. They can't handle what they've done. So basically, you have to prove to them it's not a binary off-on switch. It's a moving vector, and your vector wants to stop moving. You can do that. You can stop moving. You can stop thinking. Your soul rejects yourself doing that. So if you can affirm your own self shutting it off, I'll let you go right to the bottom of the nullis. There is a bottom. You can disappear. God won't do that to you. And if you can do it yourself, by all means. No one's ever done it before, but yeah. So, prophecy by mode. Yeah, it's not off on switch life. It's not a yes no. It's a vector. It's a moving vector. And once you stop everything, you'll freak out. You'll crap your pants, as I say. Most of them do spiritually. So how to prophesy by a mode. A mode is sort of like a linguistic way of doing it. Let's check out by hand first. How to prophesy by hand. Feeling professional already? Click to prophesy by spirit. No, we're not going to do that. That's going to jump to a different link, which is fine. Numbskulls with faith in God, faith, anything. So any strong, faithful person can become a prophet or learn how to prophesy on their own. It's very difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's very easy. You talk to somebody, and then you predict their day, or you predict 2 hours in the future, and you come back and ask them, did those 2 hours match what my emotional mapping said that you'd feel? And then kind of describe some of the things they might be experiencing. And if you can have a rough idea about their context, you start to learn to build on that framework of emotions, abstract physicality, or what I call materialist abstractions. Materialist abstractions are not emotional. They're not emotional. So they are, but they aren't. They're based on emotion, but they're not. They can be anything. Like I said, you could smile, you could wave, or you could say hi, and you feel the same emotion for all three movements, or all three materialist expressions. But the emotion underlying all that, the underlying emotion is the same. So emotions are the most critical, most important. Best feeling to give somebody who's doesn't understand how emotions work. And yeah, so that's what you do. You can express 300,000 years in the future and right to the beginning of the advent of the soul as we know it and how our universe of spirit works, right to every spiritual being in the universe, in the spiritual, like in heaven basically, or however you see life. It's not a priori. Time and material creates a priori. So people think like God had a priori, right? No, that's not how it works. God's eternal. It's just tough to understand because we're supposed to be in the, I don't know. It's not people think like it's a park or like it's a carnival or it's a party or it's a pool. It's not. Life is supposed to be a beautiful thing, but it's supposed to be expressed the way your spirit wants to express life, in a wholesome way that keeps others safe and everyone content with their living way of life. And then yeah, it's supposed to be a wholesome experience life, not a scary kind of infinite roller coaster, historical warlord machine. We're all scrounging for scraps. The universe can grow, the planet can grow, galaxies can grow. God can just command them to do that, or He can do it by hand. It doesn't really matter. You learn to prophesy healthily enough. Once you have the emotional system down, you can move on to the physical materialist world. And once you learn how to do the physical materialist world, you become an expert physicist. You know all the emotions that create every physical or physicist theoretical world, and all of the stuff in math. Everything becomes easy. It's a pinch to do anything. It's nothing, So that's the key part of emotional intelligence. It's the fabric that supports everything. So once you learn how to be emotionally intelligent, you could do math, any math you wanted almost. You could do any musical